One of 7 feeds today. Boys 16 final. Mamani, Marco de Bolivia against Eder Renteria, Mexico. Our principal referee is Francisco Gomez from Colombia. He's assisted by Marta Harin from Ecuador. Good start for Eder. It's the best of 5, win by 2 rally scoring, first to 11. (2-0) game 1. Eder defeated Senor Bismarck from Bolivia in the semi. Short serve. And Mamani defeated the Mexicano Galindo to get here. This is for the gold, folks. Thank you for tuning in. 7 a.m. Central Time, U.S. Ball down. This is Gary Mazeroff, glad to be here. Gustavo Farel will join me in a while. 1-2, game 1. Power serve just over the line. Point for the receiver. 3-1. We have the V, as in Victor AR system, working as our appeal mechanism. Video assist review. Each player is entitled to 2 usable appeals. If they're not successful, they lose 1. Nice. 2-3 game 1. So there are multiple angles on that tablet. If Pacho makes a call and it's appealed, he will review it and make the determination whether to agree with his original call or change it. Meanwhile, ace serve by Mamani. 3-3. Snap backhand winner cross court. So the young man from Bolivia now has a 1-point lead here in game 1. Beautiful facility, this Complejo Municipal de Racquetball. 13 courts. Eder asked for a screen, didn't get it. Oh, he did call it. So a screen serve, visual hinder is a fault, second serve. Sidewall, front wall, combo winner, Mamani. 5-3. This is day 8 of the 34th International Racquetball Federation Junior World Championships. Tarija, Bolivia, wine country. Sidewall, front wall, rally ending shot by Eder. Coming in to serve, he also earns a point. Remember that, folks. It's rally scoring, 4-5, game 1. I want to thank Osvaldo Maggi and his staff. Incredible job this entire week and a half, if you will. Another point for Eder, so he ties the score at 5. Empate 5 iguales. Primer set. Tarija, Bolivia. Tierra del Vino. Short. InternationalRacquetball.com. That's InternationalRacquetballFederation.com. International Racquetball Federation Facebook and YouTube. Side out. Thank our production crew, Pablo Fare and Rodrigo, doing an exception. exceptional job here. Ball down, Eder wins the rally. So empate 6 iguales. Primer set. Final masculino 16 y menos. Boys 16 and under singles final. They call this the Pesero, the fishbowl, this Court 13 championship court. Great hands by Mamani. Siete seis, 7-6, game 1. Best of 5. First to 11 win by 2. That ball cracked. The near crack, chuka, if you will. Ace. An ace is an uncontested serve. Gracias. Ball live. Good get by Eder. Another good get. Unnerving. You hit what you think is a rally-ending shot twice, and you end up losing the rally. Eder calls a timeout. When we return, Eder will be serving 7-8 in game number 1. Take it away, Rodrigo. Welcome back, Gary Mazeroff. Tarija, Bolivia. Boys 16 and under singles. Eder Renteria, 7. Marco Mamani, 8. Mamani scores that. Remember, rally scoring, either player can earn a point. So Mamani now 9-7 game 1. First to 11 win by 2. We've had multiple overtime matches. I think, from my perspective, the longest game this week was 21-19. Near side pinch backhand, Eder stops the bleeding. 8-9, game 1. Tarija, Bolivia. Complejo Municipal de Racquetball. 13 canchas. Comes right side. First time he's come right this time. This game comes up short. Half lob left. Side wall, front wall, fist pump. Eder ties it up. Empate 9 iguales. Francisco Gomez, our árbitro principal. Asistente Marta Harin. Up top. So the call is dead ball hinder replay. Vuelve, replay, repeat, first serve. Eder comes right side again, short. This is the first of 7 broadcasts today, the last being 3 p.m. Tarija time, 1 p.m. Central Time, U.S. Ball live. Mamani. Okay, folks. So the IRF rule is if the ball clears the 12-foot demarcation, it's automatically a loss of the rally. In this case, there's an opening, so there's no question. Eder hit it out. Mamani earns the serve and a point. Game point number 1. Overtime. First to 12 now, 10-10. Eder Renteria, Ciudad Juárez en México, estado de Chihuahua. Cerca de El Paso, Texas, and Albuquerque. It's about a 4-hour drive from my hometown, Albuquerque. Impresionante. Mamani, short hop, backhand rollout. So Bolivia uses his resource, the one timeout this game. When we come back, he'll be serving 11-10, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay tuned, folks. We're live again. Welcome to the feed. First broadcast of 7 here in Tarija, boys 16 singles. Marco Mamani, game point against Eder Renteria. Mamani, Bolivia. Renteria, Mexico. Short serve. We anticipated this. 2 elite players vying for the oro, the gold. First game, overtime, sobre tiempo. 11-10. Segundo servicio. Eder up top. Mamani shoots it. Splat winner. First game in favor of Bolivia, 12-10. We'll take a commercial break. Be back in 2 minutes. Thank you. Back live, Gary Mazarov here at show court number 13 in Tarija. This is the venue, Complejo Municipal de Racquetball. Beautiful facility. First time Tarija has hosted an international event, and it won't be the last time, folks. I can guarantee that one. One of the highlights is that collectively, community individuals have asked us to come back. Speaking of coming back, the players are back on the court. Renteria, Mexico serving to Mamani, Bolivia. Mamani leads 1-0. Fault serve called, second serve. Official time for the empleada come in, tend to the court. Tremendous, tremendous support here by the LOC and the venue. Multiple workers tending to our needs, in this case, mopping up the floor, making sure it's a safe and fair environment. That's the first concern that all of us have for the players on the court. So we're back 0-0 again. Second serve. Reverse high Z lob. Mamani, side out. And a point, 1-0. We'll be offering some anecdotes as we go along with the feeds from our stay here. Drive serve, better return by Aether. 1-1 game 2. International Racquetball Federation.com, Facebook, and YouTube. Literally have viewers from all over the world. Thank you for viewing our feeds, folks. Aether 2-1. Ciudad Juarez in Mexico, the state of Chihuahua. It's coached by Mario Hidalgo from his city. Mamani is coached by Felipe Supermercado. Another point for Aether. 3-1 game 2. 3-1, segundo set. Great serve, setup, came down the line. You don't see that very often, folks, especially with the junior players. Unscientifically, I assess about 75% of the balls are hit cross court. Fist pump. Tiempo Bolivia. When we return in 1 minute, Aether from Mexico will be serving 5-1. Take it away, Rodrigo. And we're back. Gary Mazarov here at Court Central, number 13 in Tarija, Bolivia. Boys 16 singles final. Mexico, Renteria versus Bolivia, Mamani. This is the second game. Mamani leads 1-0. Aether enjoys a 5-1 lead in game 2. Short serve. Ball must cross that mid line, red line, which is called the short line. It's 20 feet from the front and back wall. High Z. Reverse. Mamani attacked it off the short hop and now can take, by virtue of that return to serve, he took control of that rally, ended up successfully with a side out, 2-5. Great serve. Straight up, straight down return. Did not reach the front wall, 3-5. So I believe there's an appeal here. Both players have 2 for this game. Ader's appealing, I believe, a visual hinder screen serve. Speculating either that or a falta de pia, front line foot fault. We're about 15 to 20 yards away from the referee. We can't hear what he's saying, nor can we see the tablet where Marta and Pacho are reviewing the action. So semifinals and finals under IRF play now. On the main courts, we have the VAR, Victor Alpha Romero system of review. So Ader lost one of his 2 appeals. He reversed it. So is it 2-5? If he reversed it, it should have been 2-5, correct, Rodrigo? Well, okay. Okay, if he reversed it, according to my records, it would not have been a point, but that's okay. La Copa Mia. Bottom line is Renteria 6, Mamani 3, second serve. Great response with the forehand, pure cross-court pass by Mamani. He earns a point and earns the serve, 4-6. So there was no appeal used by Ader that time. Reverse, up. There it is. Using that Vidrio, that left side glass, straight in, straight back. Best shot in the game. Side out and a point. Excuse me, my fault. The main monitor is the official score. Actually, the Blanco on which Pacho is writing is the official score. It's transitioned to the monitor up top, and we're following the monitor. So it's 6-4. Front corner kill, point, the server, Renteria, 7-4, game 2. We anticipated this. We anticipated 5-set match. We'll see if we're correct. Matches are scheduled 45 minutes apart. It's highly unlikely that we'll get this match over within that time frame. High lob, right side. Nobody home, right side, Ader. Backhand, cross court, pass, winner. Okay, adjusted score, it's 9-4. Short, Over 300 players in this event. 46 different categories of play, singles, doubles, mixed. Age group, skill level, championship division. 12 countries. That's a statement backhand by Eder. He was on the threshold in game one. He lost in overtime. Now he has controlled this game, 10-4, game point. Short serve. We have professional officials representing 10 different countries. Skip ball on the return of the short hop by Mamani. Renteria, Mexico, 1 set. Mamani, Bolivia, 1 set. We'll return in 2 minutes. Take it away, Rodrigo. Back live in vivo, Gary Mazarov here in Renteria, Bolivia. The beautiful facility, Complejo Municipal de Racquetball. This is the IRF 34th World Junior Racquetball Championships. I want to thank many of our principals, Osvaldo Mazzi, Presidente, International Racquetball Federation, and his staff, Pablo Fajari and Rodrigo, our production crew, my cohort, Gustavo Farel. We've done many broadcasts over the last 4 days. Today we'll do 7. This is the first. Last match is scheduled for 3 p.m. or 3:15 p.m. Tarija time, which is 1 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. So this is game 3. Francisco Pacho Gomez is our Arbitro Principal. He's assisted by Marta Harin. Mamani, Bolivia is serving to Renteria, Mexico. We have an empate, 1 set each. That's impressive, folks. Eder's personality is rather tranquil. He lets the racket speak for himself. Potent backhand cross-court winner. 1-0. Great pass by Mamani. So we have a tie in set number 3, 1-1. First to 11 win by 2, rally scoring. A host of rules changed last year, folks. And we encourage all of you to print out a set of the International Racquetball Federation rules. There are still quite a few differences between international rules and U.S. rules. The U.S. is one of maybe the only country that has not adapted the rally scoring protocol. 2-1, Mamani. Thank you so much, Rafael Filippini. Gearbox, official sponsor, the International Racquetball Federation, and the official ball is the Gearbox Black. About 5 years ago, it changed from the pen green. You saw a short serve. It's opened up more opportunities for players to lessen the load, so to speak. Be successful not only with pounding the ball at speeds of greater than 150 miles per hour, but more touch shots and ceiling game. The ceiling game has come into vogue. First time since the early 80s. 3-1. This event started in 1989 in Miami, Florida, as part of the Festival of Youth Sports, the Orange Bowl. And 7 countries have hosted this event since. Three-wall boast. Left up. Ball cleared the tin, telltale, but gave Mamani a chance to end the rally, and he did. 4-1. Short called. Great location, great angle. Just didn't get enough length. Ball was short. Nick lob. Up top. Ceiling again. So we have a 1980s ceiling ball game. That's 4 in a row, make it 5. And he'll shoot it. 2 bounces. Both players very patient. Ader on the 4th ceiling ball. Actually, that was the 5th. His 3rd came up short. Mamani put it away. 5-1 game number 3. Crowd starting to pack in here. It's 15 minutes of the hour of 10 in the morning in Tarija. Nick lob again. Those of you that have not heard or used that term, it's a high lob that rebounds off one of the side walls, deep court. Southern California, we used to call it quail lob. So now, when we return to play, it'll be Bolivia serving 6-1 over Mexico. Take it away, Rodrigo. And Gary Mazeroff back live here in Tarija, Bolivia. Game 3, boys 16 singles final. Bolivia serving 6, Mexico 1. Game 1. Back and forth until Mamani from Bolivia closed it out in overtime, 12-10. Renteria controlled game 2. He won 11-4. And here we have game 3. Mamani, after a tiempo vacío, empty timeout by Ader, he leads 7-1. Short. Want to welcome the iconic racquetballistas, people that started this association and brought us to where we sit at this point. Luke St. Ange and Keith Calkins, back in Colorado and California respectively. Great pass, Ader. So now he has 2 points to 7 for his opponent. First to 11 win by 2. Screen call. Visual hinder. Visually impaired, you need to be in position. ball has to be somewhat close to the body of the person who hit the ball. There's no real demarcation. If we go back to the mid-70s, it was 18 inches, but that's ludicrous. Meanwhile, Mamani side out 8-2. Gomez calls that serve short, second serve. Very difficult call from his vantage point. Great. Talk about potencia, man. Mamani amped it up on that backhand cross court, 9-2. Nine three. 10-3. Game point number one here. Tercer set. Punto de juego. Thank you to all of our viewers from all over the world. International Racquetball Federation. Networks. Ball up. Great shot. Moving to the back wall. Early racket prep. Ader snaps a forehand down the right vidrio, the glass. So he staves off game point number one for Bolivia. Now it's 4-10. Ball live. Not anymore. Traditionally, that's called colloquially wallpaper, but we're on glass here, so it's 5-10. Comes right. Foot fault, second serve. We think it's 5, but the scoreboard says 4. I'll bring it back to 4. Ni importa. Put away shot by Mamani from Bolivia. He leads 2-1, and we'll have a 2-minute commercial break. Take it away, Rodrigo. Live here at Court Central in Renteria, Bolivia. Complejo Municipal de Racquetball. Number 34 in the IRF history of racquetball. World Junior Championships. First one was in Miami, 1989. This match, boys 16 singles. We're about to enter the fourth set. Bolivia leads 2-1. It's been a tale of two cities, if you will. First game, ida y vuelta, back and forth, won by Bolivia 12-10. The last two games have been totally dominated. First by Mexico, second by Bolivia, and Bolivia leads 2-1. Mexico's serving. The call by Gomez, our principal referee, was fault, second serve. That's impressive. Eder needs to go to another serve. That half lob right side, Mamani short hops, and more than not, he's been able to attack and be successful. So here we go, 1-0. 2-0, a serve. Make that 3-0, fist pump Mamani. So we thought the tide had changed, and it only changed for a short period of time when Eder took over the second set. (3-0). Eder stops the bleeding. 1-3. Once again, folks. Once again, rally scoring. It's a side out and a point earned. Gustavo's back in the complejo. He'll take over the feed for the next match.
Good morning, Gary.
Morning to you, my friend. Mamani overhead. Eder. Two quality athletes here. It's unfortunate that one's going to take the gold, the other silver. Eder, mentioned earlier. Let's see what the call is. I believe he called a Vuelve replay. Mentioned earlier, most athletes would have hit that cross court. Kudos to Eder. Ball stayed up a tad.
He hit it right back at himself.
Correct. High Z lob. Better serve than what he's been doing on that second serve. Gustavo's been going straight down that line, and Mamani's been able to short hop in an attack. That's speaking of attack.
Left that ball up, and Mamani jumped on that.
Impressionante. 4-1, game 4. First to 11. First to win 3 sets. Pressure's on Eder. He has to win this set to force a tiebreak. Short serve second. 34th International Racquetball Federation World Junior Championships here in Tarija, Bolivia, wine country.
Mamani hasn't been playing that many years. From what I recall yesterday, I think he's maybe 4.
So there's a timeout. Thank you, Gustavo. There's a timeout on the floor. When we return in 1 minute, Mamani will try and close it out. He leads 5-1. Take it away, Rodrigo. We're back live. Gary Mazeroff. I've been joined by my compatriot Gustavo Farrell. It's been a tale of two cities here. First game was even until Mamani won 12-10. Game 2, Eder took over. Game 3, Mamani took over, and now he has a comfortable, well, nothing comfortable. He has a lead, if you will.
Nice pass down the right side by Renteria.
Gustavo, I think we're accurate to say there's no safe lead here. These athletes are too good. 2-5.
They look so calm in the court, don't they?
They do.
Both of them.
Once again, Francisco Pacho Gomez, our arbitro principal, was assisted by Marta Harin. I believe we have a change over there. Mamani, 0.6.
Getting closer to that magical number 11.
Especially today in the final, Magic. What a serve. And what a response by Eder, huh?
Yes, it was. Right back into but he caught the side corner.
We mentioned earlier that Eder lives in our area, closer to Gustavo than myself. I'm about 4 hours from him. And about 5 years ago, he and his brother Luis came and played in our binational event at Fort Bliss in El Paso, and I had the opportunity to play doubles against him. And you see how tall he is. He looks like he's a better part of 6 feet. He was about 5'1" at the time. But his racket spoke for him then as well.
It certainly did. Well said, Gary.
Great serve there. Oh, nice. Forehand, sidewall, front wall, splat winner. Never say never. 4-7, game 4.
This rally scoring is certainly an advantage to the receiver when the serve is not effective. It can pounce on that serve, and that's what Mamani's been doing.
Yeah. Okay, that time he located that ball so that Mamani couldn't take it off the short hop. Better serve. Ball live. Mamani, statement forehand, rolls it out with the forehand, right side, point number 8. Gustavo, 3 points to closing this out, and the gold medal.
Difficult situation for Renteria. Little head was down. Great serve. That was excellent serve.
That was a, in English we call it a photon.
He was lucky to touch the ball.
9-4, 2 points from the title and the gold medal. Marco Mamani, 10. Oh, skipped it in, sorry.
Got to stay positive here, Renteria, and has to have a good serve. He can't just serve to put the ball in play or serve to let Mamani pounce on it.
There you go.
There it was.
So blink your eyes at 6-9. Never say never.
Good call, line.
Check that ball. How do we check the ball, Gustavo?
The only way to check the ball is to squeeze it, and that's why after the rally ends, the players are not to hit the ball. We'll stay on. Some of the things a lot of the average club players are not aware of, but after the rally's dead, the referees are always watching, make sure that nobody's slamming the ball, because that could become an advantage. In fact, that could cause the ball to break.
Well, not only that, the main reason is safety. The other player, thinking that nothing's going to be airborne, might turn around, And as you said, there's an advantage to hitting the ball. Referees in control will limit the amount of time after the end of the rally to call the score. So Renteria, Mamani.
Deep to the right corner. Big mistake. Renteria down to game possible match point.
One of the few unforced errors. Most of the rallies, each player has earned the point themselves. There it is, Mamani. Ball up, ball down. Had the wherewithal, cool and calm, as you said. Okay, I hit a good shot. Could have been a rally ender. No. And I'll hit a forehand fly kill down the right side. So he staves off match point number 1 by Mamani. Meanwhile, he scores a point. Remember, Gustavo said rally scoring 7-10. So putting things into perspective, Gustavo, Ader serving, he needs 3 points in seguida consecutively to force overtime. And speaking of overtime, game 1 was overtime. Mamani won 12-10.
He needs a good serve here. A bit of a surprise. Let's see what he dishes up. Short serve.
He yapped that up, but he came up short. Kind of an intermediate hop.
Nice get.
Ball live. Up top, Mamani. That's impressive.
That's the most I've seen Renteria.
Animo, no?
Animo pump himself up.
Folks, it's 8-10. Little pressure on Mamani. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back. Back live here at Show Court Central. Gary Mazarov, Gustavo Farel. Ader Renteria, boys 16, singles serving in game 4. 8, Mamani 10. It's match point number 1, number 2, I should say. Skipped. So Ader cleared the short line with that serve. Mamani hit a return that Gomez called skip.
No, he's going to change his appeal. This, let me just comment, Mercado's going to change his appeal, which I think is an excellent call by the referee. I think he's going to change it to foot fault, which I saw him step over. That is coaching.
So the call on the floor is skip return point. If that stands, it'll be 9-10, Renteria serving. The appeal by Supermercado, the coach of Mamani, is front line foot fault, which is a fault serve, which would nullify the point. We'll see what happens. Gomez, Marta Harin, she's back. They're reviewing the monitor.
Now remember, the appeals can only be done on your shot and your last shot and your opponent's previous shot. And I'm sure you've explained that.
Yeah, that's one of the new rules.
So Mamani, he skipped. That was his last shot, but he can appeal the serve, which was Eder's last shot, or first shot in this case.
Well put, thank you. Second serve. Fault called. Mercado just got a salary raise. Z. Wow. Mamani, Marco, Bolivia over Eder Renteria, Mexico, 3-1. The crowd is going wild. The bandera brought on the court for Bolivia. The abrazo from his coach, Felipe Super Mercado.
Not to be confused with Mario
Mini
Mercado.
Mercado. Well put, my friend. We're going to stay here. Gustavo's going to do the next broadcast. And, wow.
Allow me to comment. I didn't see the whole game, but I get a gist of what happened in the last game and a half that I did see. But I'll tell you what, that's where the coaching is so important. Because the players, when they're in the rally, they don't see all the little things that are going on that the coaches can, as well as all the fans and ourselves can. How many times have you and I talked about the foot faults and how you can make that to your advantage? Even as you, the serving player, your coach should be watching you, because you could call an appeal on your own foot fault had the receiving player rolled the ball out, and you could get the serve back.
Well put, and it just goes to show, Gustavo, coaching is not just telling your player which serve to put in play. That gets old, and the players become clones, if you will. And yesterday or the day before, we had an appeal that's rarely done, and we had an invasion of the receiving team, the non-receiver, if you will, that had invaded the safety zone before she was supposed to get in there. Most of the time, we look at the receiver, we don't look at the partner, and that was appealed, and it was overruled.
Yep, and she and the young lady Mansija, I think
she didn't know the rule.
She didn't know the rule. She thought she could waltz in and move through the safety zone at any time. Not the case. I mean, the team is the team. They play together. They win together. They lose together.
Correct. And that rule is the 5-foot line, or the 25-foot line from the front wall, the broken red line. In singles, the player, or in doubles, both players have to wait till the ball crosses the plane of that line to strike it, or bounces in the safety zone, then they can enter the zone. So the subtleties and nuances of coaching, of playing, and at this level, Gustavo, little things add up, and well put from your perspective, that could have been the difference in the match today.
It certainly could have.
So we'll be coming to you with another match.
What's coming up, Gary?
And we have girls 18.
Bolivia.
2 Bolivian players. Girls 18 singles. Wow, the press corps on the court. Tremendous support here in Bolivia, and specifically Tarija this past week and a half. About, as Gustavo's told you over the week, about 350,000 people here in the metro area. But Bolivia probably has 10,000 players. Incredible. Just incredible. If you look at the semis and finals, it's Bolivia, Mexico.
Bolivia.
Yeah, Bolivia coming up. So kudos to the staff here led by Osvaldo Maggi. Once again, recognizing King Colgings and Luke St. Ange back in the States. 300-plus players here, 12 countries, 10 countries represented by the officials. And kudos to the officials. Wow, what work they're doing. I mean, a minimum of 5 matches per day, plus they're running the monitor, serving as an assistant. They're not getting many breaks. And quite frankly, they're not making a living off the pay. but they are professional refs. They're trained well, and they are paid and reimbursed for their expenses. We'll be back. Gustavo will have the second feed. Girls 18, singles, Bolivia.